Hi, I'm Spencer.
And I'm Marisa.
We don't really know each other.
But we're sitting down together with a shared question in mind. Can you really get to know someone through their favorite songs?
I've got a playlist of 1,000 songs. We're picking one or two each episode
To see what stories, memories, and emotions they unlock. Two strangers.
one playlist.
This is Heart Attack.
Not bad.
Cool.
So, we've established, we're good. We seem both in a good mood today.
Yeah.
We can't, that's the crazy thing, listeners, is we can't really say, how was work, and then have a story, or like, what did you do earlier today? Because it's supposed to be a mystery.
It is supposed to be a mystery, and that's my biggest struggle, is I'm an open book, so I would like to talk.
Yeah.
But this is great.
Yeah, one little icebreaker I thought we could have, which is really fitting for today, an icebreaker. I decided to watch something
Okay.
based on our last conversation, and I have it right here.
Would you? Oh, Scooby-Doo! Monsters Unleashed,
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo 2. It's so much better than Spooky Island, in my opinion.
I think so, yeah, and I hadn't realized how good the soundtrack was for this movie.
Phenomenal. I can hear the intro already in my head.
Yeah, no, I had to. When we talked about Scooby-Doo and the fact that we vibed so hard on that,
Yeah.
we're just like that deep cut moment with Shaggy as the buff dude.
Yep.
I was like, I gotta watch this.
Hey, I'm Bob!
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I watched it 2 nights ago. He goes, "Check out my pecs, little man."
Yeah, that's what it is.
I was like, yeah. And then Scooby tries to explain something, and he just kind of goes, "What?"
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So that was fun. Thanks for that nostalgic
I'm
memory.
glad you enjoyed.
I was like,
It's
I
amazing.
gotta toss it on again.
Yeah.
So I used the phrase icebreaker.
Yeah, tell me why. Is it because it's like...
I don't know if I can tell you
or
why.
maybe not.
But,
I mean, it's really spoiling hot here, so I'm curious.
Yeah, well, it's a hot day.
Yeah.
Maybe this song could cool us off a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm not going to reveal too much.
Yeah.
But for the audience's sake, last week we did Phantom Regret
Yes,
by
we did.
The Weeknd and Jim Carrey. Which, did you re-listen to it or anything?
I did, actually. My
Yeah?
mom was curious about the whole concept. Shout out, Mom. Hi, Mom. And she liked the song as well.
Oh, good.
Like the poetry of it, right? Like
Yeah.
she was like sitting there like, whoa.
Yeah.
And she's like, that's Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Did it take you on any kind of journey throughout the week, or was it just kind of a listen?
I found, since it was our first time, it was more of just a listen and getting into the groove of meeting once a week to do it.
Sure.
But I feel like,
Yep.
I don't know, I feel like this is very positive. So it's something that, like,
Yeah.
you know, talking about music, it's like I look forward to it and
Oh, yeah.
keeping it
Yeah.
kind of in the unknown realm. Like,
Right.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
It makes me giddy to go like, okay, I know the song. I'm going to listen to it on repeat and make sure my brain is fleshed out of all the things I want to say about it.
Yeah.
So today we're probably going to get to 2 songs
Okay.
in this episode.
Works
So
for me.
strap in, everybody. We've got 2 songs. And for our first one, we're going to dial it all the way back to the beginning. Maybe not all the way back to the beginning, but pretty far back.
That beginning, like dinosaur times? What are we talking about here?
No, not quite. No Flintstones soundtrack.
No Flintstones, okay.
But let's take our brief pause, and we'll be back in a moment after Marisa hears today's first song.
Yo, then Spencer played the next song on his list. Marisa cracked a smile and started pumping her fist. It seems she was familiar with the song, which was crazy. Let's hear what they said about Ice Ice Baby.
How does that song make you feel?
Oh, it makes me so happy.
Yeah?
I love listening to that song.
Oh, good.
I have a core memory of warming up in basketball and playing sports with that song. So
Oh, yeah.
to me, it's a very like
Cool.
pump up the beat, pump up the jam.
What era of Marisa would that have been?
Oh, like 2004.
Oh, so you're
2000.
still like single digit age.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. That's cool. Yeah.
Why you chose this song?
Yeah. I just wanted to see where your assumptions, which are free to make on this podcast, where they took you.
So my first thought is the lyrics, right? The lyricism and the writing of it is quality. So my thought was maybe because like, well, I think it's quality.
That's interesting. I know some people who don't.
I don't think it's quality.
Yeah.
Well, again, to each their own. But
Yeah.
I thought maybe because the first song we did was very slam poetry kind of based as well. This
Yeah.
one was kind of like that, but it was a different energy. Like the other one was kind of like your intro, right? But then this one
Yes.
kind of feels like breaking the ice, maybe like
There you go,
another
yeah.
like icebreaker.
Now you get these puns I was doing.
Yeah, very very punny
Yeah.
man, which is
Yeah.
we like that. That's fun. That's fun.
I try to be, yeah.
Yeah, but that's kind of where it brought me. For some reason, I think of Space Jam and basketball.
Oh, really? Eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because like you said, you warmed up with it and stuff.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
But-
Because this song is not in Space Jam.
Okay, it's not.
No.
It's not.
But I'm going to read something to you.
Okay.
Alrighty. In the early 2000s, Gap ran a promotion where customers who tried on a new style of jeans could receive a code for a free song from the iTunes store, which was new that year.
Wow.
And
Was this the song?
this was the song that I was more than thrilled and excited and pumped to go home and download iTunes and buy this song with my free code
That's amazing.
that I got from the Gap for back to school shopping for jeans.
That's amazing.
So I want to say I was going into 6th grade.
And that's when like you actually had to buy individual songs as they
Yeah.
went, and you could see the 0.99 cents on your iTunes store.
Right.
Oh man.
So it was totally like the summer of going into 6th grade.
Yeah.
And now it should raise the question. I don't want to prompt questions from you, but it naturally raises the question: how did I know the song? If
Yeah.
I knew I wanted to go home and download it, how did I know it?
How did you know?
Right. So last week we talked about Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
and I name dropped my favorite movie. Do you remember which one was my favorite?
Oh, it wasn't The Grinch, was it?
Well, that's
One of them.
it's up there, but my favorite movie of all time.
Oh, I have a memory
Not
of a
sure?
squirrel. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
It was Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
And so
Okay.
I could have this wrong. It was again early 2000. I want to say maybe 2005, 4 at the earliest. There was a prequel. You're familiar with that term?
Yep.
So I had to explain to my father recently what the hell a prequel meant. He had no idea.
Hey.
So anyways, a movie that is a sequel, but it takes place before the first movie. And it
Precisely.
was this it's a guilty pleasure movie for me, just like this song is a guilty pleasure song. Jim Carrey was not in this prequel,
Yeah.
and nor was Jeff Daniels or really anybody from the original Dumb and Dumber.
Okay.
But during the opening credits, my favorite movie character of all time, Lloyd Christmas, who is traditionally played by Jim,
Yeah.
he lives in the high school with his father, who is the janitor. So he's like, I got to get ready for the first day of school. And he goes and puts a vinyl record on the PA system before everybody gets there. And he's like grooving down the hallway, getting ready for the day to Ice Ice Baby.
And what film was this?
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. Okay, so the prequel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It's kind of random.
Could you
But-
imagine though, like you're living in a school and like you had that
Yeah.
whole space to yourself to just
That's, I think, what pulled
know?
me into this song was the idea of being like, I'm going to like take over the airwaves, so to speak, of the school
Yeah.
and groove the hell out.
So that's like everyone's dream to just get the PA system and just
Yeah.
go ham. I see it.
Pretty
you
much.
see it in so many. Oh, Shawshank Redemption. He does that in
yeah.
that movie too.
This is horrible to admit. I've never seen it. I know
That's
a lot
okay.
about it, but I've
That's
never seen
okay.
it.
It's a great film, but it's the same concept where
Mm-hmm.
the prisoner has access to a PA system and
Oh, yeah.
and then he ends up just putting on some music for all the inmates to hear.
Do you remember what music?
It was classical. It was opera.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was an opera song, so it was a female vocalist, and she had beautiful voice.
Oh, yeah.
And the whole quote in the film was, and for just 10 seconds, you could feel the whole like prison just
Oh, yeah.
be silenced because
Sure.
they're all just listening to like that opera, and it was a vinyl, right? It was a large vinyl.
Yep,
It was set
yep.
in like the early 40s or 50s.
Right, yeah.
So,
It's horrible to admit I've never seen it because I know it's one of the most successful movies ever.
hey,
But it's on my list.
it's on your bucket list.
Yeah. Anytime people name drop it, I always go, yeah, Tom Hanks is great in that. And they're like, what? Anywho, no, that's cool. But to what you just shared, like, even though it's in a movie, it's a moment that a lot of people have felt, where they're like, a song or music in general is kind of bringing them all together.
Yeah.
And obviously music
Does that.
is supposed to do that in most circumstances.
Yeah.
And I mean, Ice Ice Baby is a one-hit wonder if there ever was one. Like, can you name another song by Vanilla Ice?
No.
Like,
Negatory. Negative.
aside from the the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles rap or something he did for, I think it was a soundtrack from the early 90s.
Oh, yeah.
But
couldn't,
I was a
couldn't even
baby.
name that drop either.
Yep.
Couldn't tell you.
And the really corny song that I remember sampling when I went to download this, Ice Ice Baby, the full album was there. And I remember there was a song that's called I Love You. And I was like, So I sampled it, like the 30-second sample.
Yeah.
Corniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Where he's going like, 'cause I love you.
Oh.
Like, and I'm like, no, I don't want that one.
No, that's not
I want
it.
Ice Ice Baby. Like, so, and you talked about the PA system. So just coincidentally, I can share this because it came up. I used to do the morning announcements.
Same! So did
Did
I!
you? Yeah? Wow.
Yeah.
That's funny. I just, just the amount of things already that we've been like, me too. That's cool. That's
Tell
cool.
me your story.
Well, it's just I was charismatic and willing to do things for the school.
Yeah.
Not in a brown noser nerd type of, maybe a little nerd
Yeah,
type
it's
of way.
fine.
But the teachers after a while grew to like me and went, we can trust him to do it like in an entertaining way or whatever. And it was like maybe 4 of us would swap out. So it was like different, like almost like a news anchor
Yeah.
in the mornings.
Yeah.
So I think too, because I had done that a little bit already, the idea of tossing on a song, which we didn't do until like high school,
Sure.
when I also participated in morning announcement related stuff.
Yeah.
And then we could play a song as long as it didn't swear.
That's
You know.
that's always the rule.
Funny that we could play I Kissed a Girl back then. And all the teachers were outraged.
Hey,
going like,
yeah.
But
Yeah.
if it said, the F word, it was like,
Yeah. No
interesting points of view. Anyway, but no, this was a song from a very like B movie, you know what I mean? That's Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
That because I love the first one so much, watched the prequel. It's not great, but like
the prequel or the song?
the
prequel.
Well, it was maybe both, but I mean, I do. It's a guilty pleasure song where I'm just like, yeah, it takes me back. So let me open up the book, that open book we mentioned last time. Unless there was, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to dodge your morning announcement. How did you get
Oh,
involved?
frig. It was the same thing. Like I was a performer. Always been a performer as a
Yeah.
kid. So it started in elementary school, and it was. We used to use like an old telephone, and that was our intercom, and then we'd
right.
actually film it. So
Oh,
in grade school, yeah, every class had to turn on the TV, and then there'd be a whole, like, we'd have a presentation, and that presentation would show things, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden it would go to the O Canada, and then it would be
Right.
all of us on the camera. It was cool.
that
It
was
a
public school.
Yeah, public school, French little school,
okay.
Catholic school.
Right.
It was dope. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I think that's where, like, I
Wow.
started to kind of realize, like, oh, I'm comfortable, like, speaking in front of people.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Right? Because
Yep.
that's a thing that not
For sure.
everyone is comfortable with doing, and for me,
Yeah.
it's naturally
It's
just
like-
came about. So
I've heard that's like literally the most common fear.
but it doesn't
I'm like,
scare me one bit.
me
Exactly,
neither.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
thank God we're both that way.
yeah, so I feel like that's
I mean-
something to ride out, right? Cause,
For sure.
Right. So
Well, I mean, I've tried to do other projects and creative ideas with people who are enthusiastic about the idea, but as soon as a microphone is in front of
They're
them or a
terrified.
crowd is in front of them, they tense up and the skill is like hidden.
yeah.
It's in them, but their fear takes over. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But
Yes.
no, I was the same. That's very cool. Then that we have now another thing in common that
Yeah.
you just don't know what to expect on this.
You never know.
You heard it here first on Heart Attack. Okay. So, this is like a Casey case.
That was great.
You know. Other experiences I've had with this song, Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice, is singing it at karaoke for my youth group. For youth group. Yeah.
Okay, so what age group was this for youth group?
This would have been like 12, 13-year-olds. And they rented karaoke machine, had the whole, it's in the basement of a church, and they're going like, "Yo, Higgins, you know Ice Ice Baby, you have it memorized, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." So they're like, get up there, and I'm literally singing like, what's the line about less than bikinis? Girls wearing less than bikinis and a poisonous mushroom and all this stuff.
And this is your church camp?
A church youth group.
Church youth group. So that also makes me think, okay, let's go back to I Kissed the Girl song.
Yeah.
You know, like, wow, interesting.
I know. Yeah, that was in high school, like over the announcements.
Okay. Oh, true.
Yeah.
But still, same concept. Like,
a little bit.
Why is that song, you know? But
so
this...
a term that pops into my head that I wish didn't, because I hate this term, and I know hate is a strong word, but I'm going to use it. The term secular music.
Secular music.
Has that term come up in your life?
Secular.
Oh, really,
no.
eh?
No.
I wasn't sure if, you said you're raised Catholic, and I wasn't sure if they would have used that term.
Secular music.
Meaning music that is not Christian based.
Oh.
Yeah. Or
no, never heard
like,
that.
yeah, if it doesn't mention God or if it's not a worship song, then it's secular. I'm like, that really puts up like a big old border.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Me neither. Because I would grow up loving songs. I mean, this might be a rough example, but obviously we're talking about this one at the moment.
Yeah.
I grew up loving songs that I'd go, I want to listen to that with some buddies from youth group, and they would be cool with it. But if like a youth group leader caught us listening to it, they'd be like, what is that song about? What is it talking about? Is it praising God? And I'm like, no, I think it's about like just being cold. Like, I don't know. I didn't know what Ice Ice Baby was about, really. I didn't care. I liked the ding 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 ding.
And that's right? Okay, so I want to come back to a point that I wrote on my page here, where his lyrics literally at one point in his song, he says, check out the hook while my DJ revolves it.
Yes.
You know, and then it goes to that Ice Ice Baby.
Right.
And it's like, there's a level of like brilliance when you start writing a song that if you like that hook, that's the hook that gets you, right?
Yes.
And he even says it in his song. So even like if it's
yeah, that's true.
He even says it in his song. So
the hook. Yeah.
sometimes all it takes is like that one hook, which is usually the most catchiest part of the song, and songs can have multiple hooks within them.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that you even said that, because that's the hook that gets you. It's catchy. It's, you know, it pulls you in.
Do you recognize the hook from anywhere else?
Under pressure.
Yeah.
Pushing down on me.
Yeah. Did you realize that this is sampling that?
Well, now that you're saying that and bringing it to, I didn't think about it when I was singing the song, but I know David Bowie. So right when you Queen, right? It was
it's both of them.
Yeah.
And even the little piano is like how you have the ding 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 ding. It climbs up. I can't imitate it. So that was sampled, and I think, again, I was a baby when this came out, so just like that Milli Vanilli story I shared last time, which I don't know if I was factually fully correct on that, but I think Vanilla Ice might have had a lawsuit with Queen and David Bowie.
Especially back in that early days, probably because I feel like all the royalties and the business and legality things were still very kind of, you're trying to understand it back then.
I think as long as you get permission, it's fine, but I don't think you did. I think that's the story I've always heard.
Well, then that's where you messed up.
Yeah, kind of. Still, but that you're right. That is the catchiest part.
Yeah.
So, but this, I was exposed to this song long before Under Pressure.
Yeah.
Like at least 3 years before, give or take. I don't even know if I knew who Queen was when I knew who Vanilla Ice was. Yeah. So, because I just hadn't been exposed to it yet. But I do remember continuing with this song, the mention of Queen, and the youth group that I was a part of. So that same youth group would go on a retreat every year called Snow Camp. And we would go to this, I don't know where it was, doesn't matter. But in the winter, we'd go to this cabin-filled little oasis. And they booked it, and it was like the girls all had cabins, the boys all had cabins. And the youth leaders there, the one dude would play Queen.
Cool.
I remember hearing Another One Bites the Dust in that cabin. Yes. And of course, hearing it at that age, I thought it was a brand new song. I didn't know it was from 1980 or 81, whatever. But I was like, oh, that's kind of a cool song.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about that one. But I do remember hearing that at Snow Camp.
That's a really interesting thought. I feel like the knowledge of when you're a kid of what songs are and how they're like, some are new and some are old. Like, you don't really think about that. You just listen to the music. You're like, oh.
Well, I've totally known people over the last like 2 decades that are like, I only know songs from the time I was 13 till now. I'm like, no, you don't. You know loads of songs that were put out before you were put out into the world.
110%.
There it is.
There it is.
I was hoping for it. I didn't want to pull it out of you. I was just going to let it come naturally this time.
And it did.
Yeah, yeah. We should have a counter or a bell that dings every time.
I like that idea. That's funny.
I could get a little dinner
Ding!
bell. Boom. Yep. I'm still telling you, it's going to be the first T-shirt we put out. I bet you. So this snow camp. So we're at, again, snow, ice. All these older guys in the youth group that were the leaders were like, yo, kick off snow camp by singing Ice Ice Baby for everybody. So we'd go into like the main lodge and they'd hook up the karaoke thing and they had me sing it as like a welcome to snow camp. So then the whole weekend I was like, for lack of a better term, I guess, popular.
Sure.
Because people would bring their friends, too, so people who didn't commonly go to youth group.
Yeah.
But they're like, hey, come on this trip with me and stuff. And so there was buddies and stuff, girls, and the hot tubs were outside. So anytime I'd be walking by, they're like, yo, Vanilla Ice. I'm just like,
and didn't that feel so good?
It was fun.
It probably felt so good.
It's just a little acknowledgement for doing something bold, I guess.
100%.
You know?
10. Oh, I did. Oh, yeah, 110%.
I'm never going to let you leave out the 10. I did it last week, too. So that's kind of just my little story about Ice Ice Baby. That's cool that... So was this on like a mix CD or something you had? What? So you mentioned basketball.
Yeah. It wasn't a mix. Basically, our coach's daughter, she was on our team as well.
Yeah.
She always made the mixed CDs.
Oh.
And I'm assuming probably with the help of our coach to get fun, upbeat stuff.
Yep.
And this was just one of them. And I feel like it just had, again, it's the hook.
Yeah.
It just has that little...
Do you remember any other songs that would have been on that mix CD or anything like that?
Oh, gosh.
Like what other songs take you back to that time?
Oh, you spin me right round, baby, right round.
Oh, like Flo Rida or the one from the 80s?
The one from the 80s.
I'm forgetting the artist. Dead or Alive?
Yeah. That one.
Okay.
Or it was... That's not gonna happen.
What was that one?
It's the same one. Like a record, baby.
Yeah.
Right round, round.
You're just thinking of a different section?
Yes, different section.
Yeah, Dead or Alive. That's cool.
Yeah.
So what we want to do here too for our listeners, and because I don't want this to just be, hey, Spencer's song, Spencer's song, Spencer's song. We're gonna make a Spotify playlist of Marissa's songs too.
Ooh.
So
I have work cut out for me.
A little bit. So that's why I asked, because this led you to a story and a memory that I thought, okay, so that we have a different song. What's another one? That's the first one you said. Was You Spin Me Right Round.
Okay.
Like a record.
Yeah.
Is that one that, so we're dealing with 1,000 songs. Would you put that on your list? Because I think we should toss that on as your first track. Because you didn't have one last week. I tried to pull some out of you.
Maybe, but I feel like I wouldn't have enough substance to give on the song itself. I definitely have like a connection to it.
Okay.
But I guess it could be the domino effect of the whole concept, topic of speaking.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. It's interesting that that's the first one that you thought of.
Yeah.
I think it's worth tossing in. Because
that goes back to way deep down my childhood alley. Okay.
And it's kind of interesting that someone so roughly, was it this other girl, was she like your age?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she and you said your coach, aka her father, were putting these together.
Yeah.
So the likelihood that some of the newer stuff came from her and the older stuff maybe came from his suggestions.
Yeah. There's an amalgamation of both.
Probably likely, right?
Yep.
I think we should toss that on just as a track that your brain went, that one.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So a little promo time. If you want to hear the official Heart a Track playlist, we'll have links to our Spotify where you can listen to the song from last week, as well as today's 2 tracks, Ice Ice Baby being one of them. Because if you're not familiar with it, we want you to be in on the conversation and tell us what you thought too. If you want to listen to Marissa's playlist, which I'll create very soon.
We'll curate it, yeah.
Then we'll toss on some Dead or Alive. You Spin Me Right Round.
Cool.
Because that's the first one you thought of.
It's true.
There's something psychological there that made you go, yeah, that.
It's very deep with basketball, and basketball was a big part of my upbringing from when I was 7 to 13.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to say, though.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's cool. Now, because I figured this conversation would be quite short, I do have another song that is another first.
Okay.
All right, so let's toss on song number 2 for this episode.
Número 2.
Yo, in order to expand their social bubble, Spencer and Marisa crank deep, deep trouble. Marisa seemed thrilled to hear a song by Bart. Why did Spencer choose this song to represent his heart? On, tracks, bang, bang, bang.
Wow.
So that's song number 2 for today. Deep, Deep Trouble by Bart Simpson.
I freaking loved it.
Yeah?
It felt
good.
like I gotta go off here. Just watching The Simpsons, like just since I've been alive, right, and since you've seen it, right?
Yeah.
Just hearing like a song that quote unquote Bart wrote from Bart's perspective.
Yeah.
With just like Bart's life. It was great.
Yeah.
I felt like I was in his side of his head.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this came out within a year or two of Ice Ice Baby.
Okay.
Now keep in mind, I was born in 92.
Yep.
Ice Ice Baby was 1990.
Okay.
And I think this also might have been 1990 or 91.
Okay.
If it's 92, I should really fact check, but I like going into this raw.
Of course.
Just the fact that these two songs were not far off from each other release-wise, but I wasn't even born yet. Kind of interesting to me. So you have watched The Simpsons for forever?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
And I'm interested to know, and forgive me if I ask this in a way that comes across as rude or assumption making or anything like that. In a Catholic household, was there anybody, like a parental figure or anybody that went like, I don't think so? To The Simpsons, you know.
I mean, yes. Like my mom was a single mom though, growing up. So
Oh, really? Okay.
it was my brother and I's, like our grandpa, my vovo, who was just there all the time.
Yeah.
And my brother always had the remote to the TV.
Sure,
I didn't
yeah.
because he was 5 years older. He's 92 as well.
Yes.
So obviously, like when my mom would come home from work, she'd be like, "Hey, Justin, like give your sister the turn for the remote.
Yeah.
Like it's her turn to watch TV."
Okay.
So of course, like yes, like my mom was
Little bit
very
of
like
discretion.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then it got to the point when I was like 12, 13, when I got into like grade 8, grade 9, where it was kind of just like
Sure.
not really a big deal, but more when
Yeah.
I was like 7, 8,
Yes.
9 years old.
Okay. See, I was curious because same here. For me, it was always dad would be okay with watching it, and mom would be like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like kind of thing.
Yeah.
And this is before like Family Guy.
Yeah.
Which, you know, when you compare the two.
I would rather watch Simpsons than the Family. Oh, not I would rather, but like
Yeah.
my kids, let's say, I would rather
Sure.
them watch Simpsons versus Family Guy.
Hypothetical kids.
Hypothetical kids.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Because I don't know and they don't know.
Oh right. Yeah. Hypothetical kids.
Yes.
God.
Future non-existent at the moment.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you did a big reveal there.
No.
So yeah, dad was always like, well, it's fine for the most part, and mom would be like, if you watch it with Spencer, and if they start swearing too much, or there's like blasphemous type stuff, if they're like putting down church and
Yep.
God, then mom didn't want it on.
Turn it off.
So and dad would. There were a few times I remember. Like
fair.
even once I think Homer just answered the phone and went, "Oh my God," and my dad's like, "No, we're gonna turn this one off." I'm like, "Why?" Because he said, "Oh my God." I was like, "I want to see what happens," and he's like, "Not this week," like that kind of thing.
Did you ever find out what happened?
Yeah, it was one with Homer's brother, Uncle Herb.
Oh.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you that one off the top of my
I
head.
think Danny DeVito did the voice of his
Freaking
brother.
love Danny DeVito.
But it was that one because I think Grandpa Simpson has some kind of medical issue. Wow. I thought you were just yelling at me for a
No.
second.
Trying to impersonate the grandpa. You're doing all this
Grandpa
impersonation.
Simpson, yeah.
That's go good.
It's a little more like this. My favorite Grandpa Simpson line is in the Halloween episode when he's sitting in his chair and a log of fire falls on him and he goes, "I'm still cold."
I'm still cold.
Yeah.
No, and he's, I'm still cold.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's cool.
You gotta love the old person stereotype on the Simpsons.
Yeah.
"I'm old. Gimme."
Yeah, that's brilliant.
What do you
Bravo.
mean? Thanks. the same. I love when you say "brava."
Bravo. Haha.
That's another catchphrase I think,
Yeah, probably.
which I'm not doing any original catchphrases. They'll come.
They will. They'll
Something will
naturally
happen.
come.
So that was my deal. So yeah, that episode I do remember that because he had a medical issue, and then they call Homer and he just answers, and you're already filled in on the medical issue. So Homer just goes, "Oh my God," like that, and then Dad shut it off. Yeah. But years later, I remembered because it was kind of a bummer moment.
Yeah.
Because it was like 5 minutes into the episode.
Oh, so you're like, I never know what happened.
Yeah.
I need to know.
But then we saw it. So we're
go.
good. I know who Unky Herb is now. But yeah, so that is growing up with The Simpsons. That's cool then that you also did.
Very much so, yeah.
Because that was the first thing I wrote was I wasn't always allowed to watch it. So how did I go from one parent going, watch it with absolute discretion, to wanting to include this song
into the list? Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a song from the first CD that I ever owned / was ever gifted to me.
Cool.
By my dad.
Okay.
So the quick story there is that I went away. Now I mentioned snow camp. That was with my church.
Yes.
There was also just summer camp.
Yes.
At I think I can name drop the camp, Forest Cliff.
Cool.
I just wanted to drop it to see if you go, I went there too.
I did not.
Like, you know.
I did go to one called Temple Baptist Camp.
Yeah.
And sorry, it was Christian camp.
Oh, yes. This was, there was Christian vibes to this camp because there was
Catholic, right?
Just Christian.
Christian.
Yeah. Like Baptist, and it was Pentecostal background and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll dig deep into that in the future, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, just as a child going like, oh, okay, I'm going to go to summer camp. And that was a new concept at the time. Mm-hmm. And there's a story there that we'll probably get to within the next few weeks.
Exciting.
Little teaser there. But when I came home, it was on my birthday, which we're getting close to. Your birthday is literally tomorrow at the time we're recording this. And then mine is, as we established in the most miraculous thing so far, mine is 2 days later.
Wild.
Yeah.
Absolutely wild.
Pretty insane.
Yeah.
So, I mean, happy early birthday to
and
you.
And happy early birthday to you, too. I was going to say belated.
Yeah,
but...
no, that's all good. It'll be belated when they hear this.
Yes.
For both of us.
Yes, there you go.
So, you know what I mean.
There you go.
But, so I came home from summer camp on my birthday, and I go up to my room, and there's not only my first ever CD, but my first ever stereo set up. Like, I'm talking, like, big.
Oh, that's cool. So they had it set up for you. Your dad had it set up
both
for you?
Of them.
Both?
Yep.
So they had it set up right when you got home.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Yep. Because I had, I'll just say, an experience away for my first time at camp.
Yeah.
And came out of it fine. But I come home and there's a stereo set up. And then Dad had the Simpsons CD propped up next to it.
Oh, that's pretty magical. That's pretty cool.
Oh, it was insane. Like, I remember the feeling that came over me.
And that's just
seeing it.
Yeah.
And because I knew that it was okay to watch The Simpsons with Dad, and that he obviously had bought that CD as my first CD, it's just special, right?
Yeah.
And I've already established, the voice acting and all this cartoons. My first CD being an animated show CD, that makes total sense for me.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
My reaction to the stereo, I'm like 10 years old.
Yeah.
This was my reaction, hand to God. Holy shit balls.
I believe it.
Like, I walked into this huge...
Were they like, Spencer!
No, not really.
No, that's good.
They just let it happen.
They let it happen. There you go. Sometimes you have to.
Yeah. So then the tail end to this little part of this song is that I chose this song from the CD because getting in trouble was not a foreign thing to me.
So you got in trouble often.
Yeah. Whether I deserved to or not. But yeah.
Kind of relate.
Yeah.
In a way.
Were you a troublemaker?
I don't want to say troublemaker. I was just that very bossy girl.
Oh, bossy.
I was just I've always been bossy, and that's one of those things where I guess as a kid it got me in trouble. Example, I actually just thought of this 3 days ago, and it kind of goes parallel with the whole basketball era of my life.
Yeah.
I remember we were playing a team from Strathroy, and this was like 2005.
Yeah.
And our team was third in province, so we were really, really up there.
Yeah.
So, and I guess with little wisdom, I think it was like 8 or 9. I couldn't do math, but I remember having a conversation with my one teammate.
Right.
about how, oh, we're probably going to beat that team because we're third in province. Like, yeah, they're not, like, we know we're going to kick their butt. And I might not have used butt when I was like 8.
Oh, yeah.
But apparently one of the parents from that team overheard.
Oh.
So then I got in a lot of trouble from my coach and from my parents because it was the whole, like, that's not good sportsmanship. Like, we can't speak like that. God forbid. And we ended up beating them by like 50 points.
So you were right.
So I was right. So there's a level of like,
yeah.
I feel like I wasn't a troublemaker, but I always spoke my mind, and I always, or tried to speak my mind.
Sure.
And I was always like kind of authoritative and alpha, I guess. So
Sure,
in that,
sure.
as a woman, as a girl, sometimes that got me in trouble.
Oh, interesting.
But like in school and stuff, like I always like, I like school. Like I like to learn and sit and like actually be a student and give people the floor, give people the floor and like,
For me, that was a challenge because I just wanted to be funny.
And so you'll literally do anything to get the laugh, right?
Yeah. Just about. So like, in like 3rd grade especially, I think she's dead now, so I'll say a bitch of a teacher. Yeah, rest in Peeves.
I said rest in peace. But I guess it came out as Peeves.
Oh, that makes total sense though, because like when you're peeved off.
Oh, I guess in your context,
she
rest
was
in
constantly
peeves.
angry.
Yeah, rest in peace. It works.
There's a catchphrase. We both came up with that because you said it and I misheard it. Rest in peeves, Mrs. Snook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't she sound like a villain?
Yeah, Mrs. Snook. Yeah, because it's like Snook. Oh, yeah, it's like Hook and Snotty Snook.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't. It just has an evil ring to it. And
give her a bad apple.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. I would always misbehave in her class. And I wasn't super bright. Like I couldn't spell. I don't know math. You mentioned that. Like I wasn't skilled in your traditional subjects. So I wouldn't say lash out, but just for attention because I wasn't being like, what's the word? Like acknowledged for being bright.
Sure.
So
in academia way, right?
Yeah. Where say, another student, it's like, oh, good for you, Ariana, you got perfect on your spelling test, or like, oh, excellent, Michael, you did really well in gym.
But I bet you Ariana and Michael can't make people laugh like you do. Sorry, I'm just saying.
I don't know. Thank you for the encouragement.
You're welcome. No, but it's just everyone has their skills and their strengths, right?
Yes.
And you found yours.
Eventually. Because this is the thing, like to be applying the natural urge to be funny in a setting that maybe wasn't ideal, or at least it wasn't the right moments.
Sure.
Right? It got me in trouble.
Yeah.
Hence why I chose deep trouble, because it was always like, go down to the office, you're being disruptive. Go stand in the hallway for 5 minutes, you're being disruptive.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm not trying to be a bad kid.
No, you're just being yourself, right?
Yeah.
And that,
So there'll be stories as to the different waves of that.
Yeah.
But that era, when I would have been given this CD, I think would have had to have been between grade 3 and grade 5. So I would have had, this Deep Trouble by The Simpsons, Bart Simpson.
Mm-hmm.
I would have had that, I think, before Ice Ice Baby.
Before it.
Just for continuity.
I thought it was cool. I also heard, I thought I heard like Mario.
Mario, he's not in there.
He's definitely not. Not his voice, but like the ba-na-na-na-na.
Oh, like a level 2 riff.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Really?
Yeah.
In the bass?
Yeah, I swear to God, I wrote it down.
Oh, interesting.
I hear some Mario sounds. Now, I don't know if it's just because when I listen to music, I analyze things, or maybe like
That's cool.
The little the notes are just very similar in that spot. But
It
I
could have
swear,
been.
I heard the ba-na-na-na-na.
Yeah.
Da-na-na-na-na. It was kind of cool, and I was like, ooh.
Interesting.
So my first thought before we were listening to this, I was hearing all these different voices. I was like, okay, are they pulling like Nickelodeon things?
Oh, you thought it was multiple cartoon characters?
I thought it was multiple yes, at first.
From
and then,
different shows.
You got it.
Yeah.
And then when I started to hear Bart, like, and you can tell, when it's Bart's voice.
Yeah,
if you know the show, you know.
Cartwright.
And Nancy Cartwright, bless her soul, what a great freaking voice actress.
She's still with us.
God, thank God. Oh, true.
But still, bless her soul.
Yeah. It just, it was like, I don't know where I was going with that, but I also thought I heard some little
interesting
Mario in there.
Like the music from Mario.
Yeah.
We'll have to dial that back. If you heard Mario, let us know, because I've never caught that.
I could just be going crazy.
Well,
That's which is very highly possible.
Wishful thinking or something.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But.
So here's my question for you, based on my story. Do you at all, fingers crossed here on my part, do you remember what your first CD or anything like that would have been? Or a very early one? Do you remember the first?
Simple Plan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was Simple Plan.
You mentioned them last week.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm putting you on the spot, but that's kind of the nature of, of what we're doing.
I remember it was the Simple Plan album with no pads, no helmets, just balls.
That's the name of the album?
Yeah. 2002 by Simple Plan. I remember I used to listen to that whole album on repeat in my front living room, and I would dress up with baggy pants, baggy shirt, and a hat, and my hat would be sideways, and I would be performing like I was in Simple Plan.
Yeah.
And I'd have my friends pretend to play drums and pretend to play bass.
That's sick.
And I remember it wasn't the first CD I was gifted, but it was the first CD that I really had a connection to, and I got it from my brother.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I want to say like the next one that I really had a connection with was Fame by Lady Gaga, which came out in 2009.
Yeah. So
I think
last week you did mention her.
Yeah.
And you said early stuff. And
so that album.
Yeah, that's the first one with Poker Face and Just Dance. And, okay, because I've been thinking about those tracks all week since you name dropped it. Because I was like, I need to start her playlist for her, but you didn't name drop a track.
I have not.
So what would be, if you right on the spot had to choose a song from the Fame by Lady Gaga that was the most influential for you?
I want to say The Fame.
The actual song?
Yeah, it was called The Fame.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So not one of the huge hits like Poker Face or anything right away?
No, it was called The Fame. And I've actually been re-listening to that song again.
Oh, cool.
On my commutes.
Yeah.
And it hits home. It definitely hits home.
Nice. So then how about the Simple Plan? What was the title of the album again?
No pads, no helmets, just balls.
I didn't catch that the first time. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
What would be a track from that one that, like, when you hear it, you're just like, yeah, that's my jam.
I think Addicted. So,
Addicted, yeah?
Yeah, the song from No Pads, No Helmets, Just Balls, Addicted.
Right. Okay. That's when you cranked all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah? This was one of the dress-up songs with your friends?
100%.
Yeah. And 10.
Oh, and 10, yeah. I don't know to forget that I'm addicted to you. Oh, I can still remember it. Yeah, that's the song.
So we'll be adding that one to your playlist, too.
Oh, bless up. So there you go, guys.
We've got some Gaga, we've got Dead or Alive, and we've got Simple Plan.
Yep.
All right, sweet.
Yep.
That's pretty rad.
It is rad. There was a quote actually from Bart's song where it was damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, it kind of loops.
It loops, and there's kind of like a truth to that with almost anything and everything, because everything has a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
I don't know. Kind of like that.
I do like the quote too. Of course, that was one of the ones that if I cranked this song when I was 10 and Mom heard it, she'd be kind of like, "Can you skip that one?"
Yeah.
But actually, here's a funny story about that phrase.
Do it.
So because I knew it from this song, as a 10-year-old, you don't often hear that phrase tossed around.
Yeah.
It sounds like something like an old uncle would say.
100%.
You know?
10%.
And 10?
And 10. Can't forget 10.
They're going to be let down if you... They're going to be like, hey, we came here for that extra 10, and she didn't bring it.
Okay, I'll bring it.
I'm just teasing. No, so damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yeah. I remember daring a classmate in grade 6. We had to go up to the front of the class and for 1 minute explain why we chose a quote. I can't remember what I did choose, but I had a buddy who was like, I don't know what to choose. And I was like, I dare you to go up and say you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. And
oh my God.
He's like, what does that even mean? And I was like, I don't really know, because we're in like grade 6. I was like, I don't know. I just think it means like shoot your shot kind of thing, like go for it. Because, like...
If you don't, you'll be damned, too.
Yeah, like, there's problems no matter what.
Yeah.
So he went up, he goes... Oh, sorry, let me dial it back. He says to me, what will you give me if I do this?
What's the bet?
And I was like...
What are we betting on?
So I bet him a little figurine of Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob.
Nice.
I was just like...
Money.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, if you go up there, I'll give you my little tiny Mr. Krabs toy that came with, like, a book fair order. Nice. And he's like, would you promise?
Like, I promise, brother.
I was like, yeah, do it. So he goes up and he's like, my quote is, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. And the teacher's like, something tells me Higgins told you to say that. Like, she knew right away.
She knew.
She's like, Spencer probably told you to do that, didn't he? I don't even think he had to explain it because she was just like, yep, you did it there, I guess.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Well, that's good. I like that.
I'm glad you enjoyed them once again.
Yeah.
Because like we said last week, if you ever hear one and you go, why the hell is that one of your favorite songs?
You know what? Maybe as time goes on and I really feel comfortable to say that opinion, I will. Because I feel like I'm a very like, I'm open to hearing everything that you have to say without actually giving my excruciating opinions.
And I'm similar. But I definitely want us to be able to capture moments like that.
Yes, and I agree. I feel like that's the rawness that people want, right?
I bet we could tease something with this. So we don't necessarily have to answer this question yet. Just with a yes or no.
Okay.
Because I'm curious this early on already.
I'm ready.
Are there musical artists, whether that's bands, singers, whatever, that you would say that you can't stand?
Yes.
Like you hate
100%,
them?
yes.
Me too.
100%.
Okay. Because
110%.
Oh, yes, I even missed it there.
You missed it.
I was so deep in thought.
It's okay.
Because, whether it's just the way that a certain group or singer sounds and you go, that's not for me, or if something happened in your life involving some music or another person who liked that music and you're like, ew, that's sour for me now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any examples at this exact moment.
Neither do I. But I will say, I feel like there's a lot of times, or for me, sometimes I love the person more than the music they make.
Yeah,
or their music is better than who they are as a person.
Oh, vice versa.
Vice versa, right? Because sometimes there's some artists or there's some people who want to be artists who release this music, and it's like, okay, like, but you're a great person. Like, you're awesome at who you are. Maybe this just wasn't the right thing. Or, oh my God, Buddy has great music, but he's actually a shitty human. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, in that, you know, both exist.
It's just very true.
Both exist.
So there's a little cliffhanger then.
Yeah, I like that.
We need to reach a point where we're conversationally comfortable with going, I effing hate that artist.
Yeah.
You know? And let's just give a blanketed apology to any listener if we ever land on an artist that you love, that one of us goes, I can't stand them.
Apologies in advance.
Yeah. But that's what we're here to kind of do.
Yeah, speak the truth.
That's all it. Yep. And thanks for listening to my little silly childhood stories and my songs.
Of course. I'm so here for it.
And now we've got some tracks for you so people can get to know you through your playlist as well.
Yeah.
If you would like to send us any of your favorite songs, we've set up an email address. Marissa didn't know. But
I'm just here for the good time.
I said that and she gave a big thumbs up like, oh, good idea. But we do want to hear from them.
Yeah, of course.
If they have a song, if we talk about a song that you go, oh, I have a story there too. For example, like today, if for whatever reason you connect with Ice Ice Baby and Deep Deep Trouble as much as I do,
tell us, please.
Yeah, let us know. Or on the flip side of that thought, if you have a song that you go, that was definitely the first song I ever downloaded, or this was the first CD I ever bought, so you can email us at heartatrackpodcast@gmail.com. heartatrackpodcast@gmail.com. We will read some of those stories when we have them at the beginning of episodes.
Story time from you guys.
Stories. Yeah, your story time.
Yeah.
So, we appreciate you and thank you for listening today. And now, Marissa, let's get out of here.
Let's rock.
Word to your mother.